everyone. My name is Katelyn Rhodes and I'm a dancer with Texas Ballet Theater. Today I'm going to show you a little bit about what I've been doing to stay active at home and also tell you about how I came to be a professional dancer. I usually start my day with breakfast and then give myself a ballet class in my foyer. It's definitely been a challenge to maintain ballet shape after so many weeks off, but we are getting creative with ballet classes via Zoom and other supplemental workouts. After class, I try and spend a few minutes in my pointe shoes. Over the years, I've built up several calluses on my feet from consistently wearing these shoes, and it's amazing how quickly the calluses start to disappear when I take time off. So keeping my feet used to wearing pointe shoes means less blisters when I return to rehearsals. Sometimes after lunch, I will spend a few minutes playing the piano. I took lessons for several years growing up and like to make sure that I can maintain some of what I learned. So I am a big fan of afternoon naps, and I would probably take one right now, but for the sake of this video, I thought I'd share with you a little bit about how I came to be a professional dancer at Texas Ballet Theater. So I've been dancing with the company since 2013, but TBT has actually been a part of my life since before I began dancing professionally. I am originally from Fort Worth and actually grew up watching Texas Ballet Theater performances at Bass Hall. I even have this stack of newspaper articles and flyers about TBT that I had saved over the years, so I was already a big fan of the company to begin with. Becoming a professional dancer, however, wasn't really a serious thought until I was about 19, which is honestly kind of on the later side for most dancers. I started taking ballet lessons when I was 3 years old. It was my childhood hobby until I was 16 when I decided that ballet really wasn't for me anymore and I quit. I didn't dance for 2 years during that time, but oddly enough, when I got to college, I needed a PE credit and I found out that there was a ballet class being offered that I could take to fulfill that credit hour. So what I thought would be kind of an easy A ended up reigniting my love for ballet, and the professor actually suggested that I study ballet at TCU, and I thought that might be something I'd like to do, but I also hadn't taken a consistent ballet class in 2 years, so I figured I probably should get in a more routine schedule for ballet, and that's how I found my way to Texas Ballet Theater School. I was 19 when I started taking classes at the school, and this was when I discovered their trainee program and absolutely loved the idea of getting to dance with a professional company. At that point, I thought dancing professionally might be something that I would be interested in doing, so I enrolled in the Texas Ballet Theater Summer Intensive and had more fun dancing that summer than I had ever had before. I honestly was hoping that I would get a contract at the end of the summer, but it didn't happen. I had still quite a bit of catching up to do after so much time off, so for the following year I danced at TCU. While I was there, I was able to continue dancing while simultaneously making progress towards a degree. But that next summer, I enrolled in TBT's summer program for a second time and was offered a contract with the professional company at the end of the summer. Joining this company was the first real dream I ever had, so for that to become a reality was pretty surreal. I was honestly a bit starstruck working with the dancers since I had seen several of them on stage in the years prior. But they're some of the nicest people you'll ever meet, and that's what I love about TBT. The company has such a feeling of family that working together is something to look forward to. And honestly, that's why I've kept dancing, because the bond that we all share is unlike anything I would have found anywhere else. In my 7 years with TBT, I've had the opportunity to perform in several incredible ballets, but some of my favorite roles have come from Ben Stevenson's ballets. The Snow Queen in The Nutcracker is probably my favorite, just because of how accomplished you feel after you perform it. Though honestly, I get pretty overwhelmed right before I go on stage because I know I'm going to be so tired by the end. It's really a marathon of a dance because you're pretty much dancing for 15 minutes straight with very little rest. It also builds in its intensity and speed, which makes it that much more exciting. You're so dizzy and out of breath by the end, but once that curtain goes down, it's the best feeling. Another role I recently got to perform was the Lilac Fairy in Ben Stevenson's Sleeping Beauty. This was a challenge simply because this role requires more storytelling. You have much more to communicate than just technique and a smile, and a lot of it is actually done through mime. So just learning how to reach the audience through facial expressions and movement was a new level of artistry to work on. This company is truly one of the most unique in the ballet community, and this is what I recognized when I first came to TBT. They are the reason I love what I do, and honestly, if it weren't for them, I don't think I ever would have pursued ballet professionally. This is the company that inspired me from the audience, and now I get to join them on stage. Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me in this little day in the life video. If you'd like to learn more about Texas Ballet Theater, visit our website at www.texasballettheater.org. Thanks for watching.